So my name is Mark. I'm one of the co-founders of a brand called HOWAND. We've been going since 2013, and we make 100% plant-based superfood for dogs. So the venture actually started in 2013. We were creating dog grooming products, shampoos and body mists, for both professional groomers and dog owners. And then in 2015, we rebranded to HOWAND, which is what we are today. 2018, we added some dog treats, some vegan dog treats. And over the past couple of years, we've been working with vets and nutritionists to create 100% plant-based superfood for dogs. And that's where we are today. So as I've said, we have a range of dog food. It's specifically for dogs. It's a range of wet and dry. We are 100% powered by plants. So there is no animal proteins whatsoever in our products. We own all of our recipes, which have been created by vets and nutritionists. The food is hypoallergenic, it's nutritionally complete and balanced. And as one would expect, it's low in fat and high in protein. Unlike what you would find with animal proteins, our products are 100% free of any toxins, any antibiotics, and any hormones. And this is really quite important because animal proteins have proven to be quite cancerous or potentially quite cancerous. And it's something if we can avoid the animal proteins in our food and still create something that's nutritionally complete and balanced for the dog, then why wouldn't we? So ultimately, we're creating something that's actually healthier for dogs, and of course, it's much kinder to the planet. As a brand, we straddle the lines between direct to consumer and business to business. So currently, as far as we have our own website, e-commerce website, we sell directly to end users. We also have our own Amazon storefront that we launched in December last year. And that handles both of our direct to consumer and business to consumer sales. We also do subscriptions from our website. And in fact, we've just launched subscriptions on Amazon as well. And that makes up about half of our revenue currently. And the other half is coming actually from our relationships with a variety of retailers. So we work with the likes of Pets at Home and Pet Mania in Ireland, the Vegan Kind. We work with Pedigree Wholesale, Wilco. We're about to launch into 90 stores with our food. So it's a really interesting proposition for us and a real opportunity as the plant-based space for dogs starts building quite nicely. This is just talking a little bit about where we are as what the potential for disruption is. Over the last few years, we've got a 300% increase in the number of vegans. Our market for pet food is predominantly more Gen Z and younger, and these are the ones who are kind of brand ambassadors, understand change for planet, change for animal welfare, want to be a little bit healthier. And we also have a nice fact about almost 60% of new pet owners are actually under age of 35. So you can see our target market is kind of forming at that 25 to 45 market. In terms of dog population around the world, I mean, it's growing and it's growing very quickly. There's almost 700 million dogs around the world, 13 million in the UK, and 90 million in each of Europe and the USA. Average spend, we know, as a rough guide, is around £540 per annum, and that's just spent on food currently right now. Globally, we're looking at a £70 billion market. What is that for vegan dog food? It's around $3.5 billion market and expected to be growing for the next 6 years at twice the rate as the pet food category as a whole. So we're looking at about an 8% compound annual growth rate compared to almost 4.5. So again, all signs are pointing to the growth of plant-based food for animals. As I mentioned before, these are some of our trade customers that we're working with at the moment. Vegan Kind and Pets at Home and Pet Mania and Wilco and Paws.com and Ocado, and I missed that before. All of our products are listed with them. What does our range look like at the moment? Well, we've got our dry, which is available in 2 size bags, a 2 kilo and a 10 kilo bag. It's for adults, and we have 3 varieties of wet food in 375 gram tins. And they're very humanized flavors: fresh blueberry and coconut porridge, papaya and lentil dal, hearty quinoa pumpkin casserole. These are all things that sound amazing, and they are amazing, and they're hugely palatable, and dogs definitely love them. What we're looking for now is investment to accelerate our growth and drive more NPD. And that's going to now include moving to a puppy range. So we'll be replicating pretty much what we have in adults for puppy, and we'd like to be able to do that by the end of this year. Following next year with a few more varieties, a bit more puppy, a bit more adult, maybe concentrating on a senior. And ultimately, what we want to be able to add to our range, which is still a few years away, is starting to look at cultivated meats. So if you're looking at, you're thinking of Beyond Meat, you think about Beyond Meat for dogs, probably the best way to describe it. So there's a few hoops to jump through. There's organizations and associations and legalities surrounding this, of course. But we're already speaking to companies, and hopefully in a few years' time, we'll be able to have lab grown or cultivated meat for dogs as well as another option. How do we compare with other brands? There's quite a few. Thankfully, there are actually quite a few brands out there, both in the plant-based space, 100% plant-based space, and then other brands that are launching that have got animal protein products, but they're also launching a plant-based product. So in the UK, we've got immediate competition that comes to mind, or guys like Omni and the Pack. And we alongside them launched around the same time early last year. And we are 100% vegan as a brand. And then you've got the likes of Yara and Lily's Kitchen, and a few others that have created, who are predominantly animal-based brands, meat-based brands, but have also launched into the plant-based space because they can see where things are going. What makes us a bit of different from the vegan brands, we have some unique ingredients like hemp and moringa that's not widely seen at all in other brands at all. Hemp is a phenomenal source of omega-369, a phenomenal source of protein, and makes up most of our protein count in our products. And moringa is again very widely used within humans, not so much in pets, and again a very unique ingredient for us to have. And we have lots of certifications. We're cruelty-free international certified. We're certified by the Vegan Vegetarian Society, by PETA Cruelty-Free. We're one of very few to use a 100% plant-based vitamin D3. So we have no wheat or dairy or soya. So we're in a unique standpoint, I think, for the moment, and we'll continue making sure that we stay unique in the marketplace. When we look at revenues, as I said, we're not really a pure out-and-out startup. Last year, we achieved just over £810,000 of revenue. This year, we're expected to be about 1.2 million, following by the end of 2023 at just over 3.5 million, and then growing 10 million and then 16 million. And by the end of 25-26 year, we'll be thereabouts around 25-26 million. This is really for UK and Europe as it stands at the moment. What's not included in these forecasts that some investors might be interested in is possible opportunities for us in other countries such as America. We've got some manufacturing and distribution links in America, and I think that changes it. If we decide in a year or two to go down that route and take additional investment on to manufacture in those places, then I think our £25 million numbers go up to north of 100 million. So you're probably looking at 125 million. As a brand, we've got this 5-year plan. It might come earlier, it might come a bit later, but ultimately, this is a grow to exit strategy that we are moving forward with. And in terms of subscription metrics, there's still a lot more A/B split testing to be done and understanding around the metrics, but we believe the lifetime value of a customer to be about £240, churn at 10%, at 12%, margins 50%, about a £35 per month spend, and cost of acquisition is around £70. So over the lifetime value of a customer, it would take us about 2 to 3 months to make back what it's going to cost us to acquire the customer in the first place. We're a small team. We're a team of 7. There's 6 of us full-time. There's 1 of us who's part-time. It's myself and my co-founder, Joe. We both have 20 years experience. Myself specifically from sales and business development and operations and a bit of marketing. My co-founder has been in copywriting and brand development and product development for 20 years. And then we've got our finance director who actually joined us in our first CrowdCube equity round that we had in November 2019. So he's a shareholder and our part-time finance director, and he's 13 years ex-Procter & Gamble and PepsiCo. And then other people making up the team is Victoria, our sales manager. She's ex-Company of Animals, so has about 10 years experience in that. Suzanne was one of our first employees and is our customer experience manager and handles sales support and office admin. And Shira and Izzy making up the operations and marketing teams. So there's a couple of gaps for us to fill, again, while we're looking for investment. We definitely need somebody in-house on the website. There's a few more people we probably need in terms of sales and product development and operations. So we'd like to hire another 3 to 4 staff in the not too distant future. And that's us in a nutshell. We are looking for we're looking for about £1 million of investment right now, and we believe our valuation to be there or thereabouts around £8 million as it stands at the moment. And that's HOWAND.